Watch out for the big girls. Watch out for the big girls. Watch out for the big girl. Big, Hey, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. This is Wonders of a Black Woman. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you're so motivated to do so. Well, Lizzo responds. Liz O L to the Izzo responds to these allegations. And I'm going to give you my opinion about this because the ladies, we had a chance to hear them speak publicly about this lawsuit. And I don't know if they're looking to launch their careers, whether they're trying to form a trio group or if they're trying to launch their careers individually as entertainers. But they have decided to band together and jump on the back of Miss Lizzo. Lizzo has made a name for herself for being a big woman who is comfortable in her skin to get out and live her best life. Although we've seen her on line breaking it on down.
But on the days I feel like I should be the happiest, it just, I feel so down. Like, I worked so hard. I've been working triple time, like quadruple time. It's like doing like 12 hours a day of promos and interviews, doing studio, going to the studio with a fucking root canal, gotten a root canal twice and gone to the studio and recorded music, wrote songs. I'm in rehearsal. I'm filming every single day. Shooting documentary. I'm still writing music. Shooting music videos and promo and photo shoots. I'm putting so much loving energy into the world. And bro, sometimes I feel like the world just don't love me back. It's like it doesn't matter how much positive energy you put into the world, you're still gonna have people who have something mean to say about you.
I'm going to stop it right there for just a second because realistically, yeah, there are people who are going to have something mean to say about you. And what amazes me about these people who have managed to come from non-celebrity to celebrity is what makes you think that because you're dancing and singing on stage or you're in movies that all of a sudden everyone in the world is supposed to admire and revere and worship you? I mean, what makes you think that because you're dancing and singing on stage that you're supposed to be above the Most High? Everybody isn't worshiping the Most High. What makes you think that nobody is ever going to have anything bad to ever say about you. I think a lot of times these people are tired. They're pushing themselves because they have been made into a product. You are not a machine. A lot of times these celebrities and people in regular life, because I see it in the nursing field, in the healthcare industry, where people are pushing themselves like they're machines to make money, to do this, to do that, to do all of this stuff, and they are freaking tired. And that's where you get the depression, the crying, the substance abuse, and all of this stuff, because people are pushing themselves like they're machines and they're tired. And this is what happens when you're a celebrity and you become a product. You are a product. And you are not treated as if you are a living being. You're treated as if you're a product. So you're working those 20-hour work days back to back consistently, traveling, having to be up early in the morning, having to be up late at night. You're being pushed. So I look at this. You're supposed to be proud of yourself and the skin that you're in, Lizzo, but yet you can cry about everyone in the whole world not bowing down to you and praising everything that you put out into the world. The Most High puts out loving energy. Jesus put out loving energy, and you see what happened to him. So what makes you think that these celebrities and their ego, it really cracks me up, because you're bopping around with a microphone, dancing and singing. Everyone in the world is supposed to bow down to you and do whatever you ask. So we go from, you see her with her emotional highs and lows of, oh, I'm so proud to be in the skin that I'm in, to, oh, I'm hurt because people are criticizing me because of the skin that I'm in, to these ladies that are suing, and they did speak out. We have a CNN interview that they had did, and let's show that now.
Now, after what had been a notably lengthy silence this morning, Lizzo responded to the lawsuit on Instagram, writing, in part, "The sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. I take my music and my performances seriously because at the end of the day, I only want to put out the best art that represents me and my fans. With passion comes hard work and high standards." Joining us now are the three dancers, Crystal Williams, Ariana Davis, and Noel Rodriguez, along with their attorney, Ron Zambrano. Crystal, I want to start with you. The response that you have to the response from Lizzo after the silence for a pretty extended period of time.
I want to say that reading it just kind of furthered my like disappointment in regards to the situation, just because the facts are the facts. What we experienced and what we witnessed is absolutely what happened. There's nothing sensationalized about it. So all that I can hope is that people focus more so on the facts rather than the court of public opinion.
Ariana, at what point did you realize that what you were experiencing, what you led you experienced, was not normal?
It's hard to answer that question because as this was my first professional job, I was told by the dance captain and, just it's this thing in the dance industry that you have to, shut up and, take whatever you get and just be grateful for whatever crumbs you get as a dancer. So a lot of things that were going on, it took me a really long time to figure out that it was wrong. It took me actually until leaving the camp that I figured out that everything that went on was bad, because I just chalked it up to, oh, Lizzo might be a diva, or, this is just the industry. This is what we go through. I mean, I think that I had inklings, like I would be on the phone with my mom all day and be like just complaining about the disrespect and the treatment and the humiliation. I mean,
you have a lot of these celebrities, just for you to be in their presence, to work for them, to be on their tour, to be their assistant, to be there in their circle, yeah, they think that they could treat you like crap. And a lot of times, most of the time, the people will put up with it because they want to be in these circles. You know, you hear about celebrities. There is this one celebrity that had asked his assistant for a sandwich and he didn't want mustard on it or something like that, and it ended up with mustard on it. He took and smashed the sandwich in the woman's face. And you have people throwing stuff, spitting at people, hitting them, uh forcing themselves on them, just doing all kinds of stuff. And they hang in there because they want to be in these circles. So what my problem is you're there while the getting is good, but when the celebrity casts you out of their circle, then all of a sudden you want to find all these things that's wrong and you want to sue. It's just like, if somebody wants you to sleep with them to get a part in a movie, and then you sleep with them and then you get the part in the movie, and then you want to turn around and complain when they don't put you in another movie, or you don't get what you want out of them, or you have to set standards for yourself. So if they felt as if something was going on that they didn't like, why didn't they quit? Why did they have to get fired? That's what I'm not understanding with these ladies. That's why giving there's always three sides to the story. There's Lizzo's and then the truth. So, I see these ladies, I hear what they're saying, I see Lizzo, I see what she's saying, but we can't automatically jump to conclusions, because if things were so bad, why didn't you quit? Why didn't you quit? Why did they wait till they were fired? Why didn't they quit?
Me personally, looking at the response from Lizzo was so disheartening, because she was there. She was there. And to fix your hand to write on a piece of paper that you that you discredit everything we're saying is incredibly frustrating. The facts are the facts, like Crystal said. Was I pressured to touch a nude performer? Yes. Was I brought into a private meeting where I was kind of interrogated about my personal matters and ended up having to share very personal things about myself regarding my weight? Yes. The list goes on. Were we pressured to do an excruciatingly long rehearsal that turned into a re-audition for the job that we already booked because apparently we weren't doing good enough? Yes, that.
Well, wait a minute. How is that something wrong? Like, look, if I hire you as a big woman or a skinny woman or any woman to perform, and there's something going on with you where, let's say I hire them as big girl dancers, and you're performing at a certain level at one particular weight and size. If you're starting to gain more weight, can you still perform at the same level and with the same optics that you were performing at when I got with you? It's sort of like if you're a spokesmodel for a product and they hired you because of your physique and you're slim and you're modeling bikinis. So if you start to gain 50, 60 pounds, obviously you're not going to look the same in the bikinis, and that can affect your performance for what you were hired for. So as far as them saying Lizzo fat shamed them, I'm raising my eyebrow a little bit with that, because if you are a performer and you're gaining weight, obviously she didn't discriminate against them for being big, because they were big when she hired them. It's not like these ladies were skinny when she hired them and then all of a sudden they ballooned out. So if you're a certain size, when you're hired, you're performing, you're kicking, you're lifting, you're spinning, your outfits are looking a certain way on you at a certain big size. If you gain more weight, then that could affect your dancing. That could affect your speed, that could affect the aesthetics of what they're looking for in the performance. So, I mean, I kind of wonder about these women in this lawsuit. Or as far as being, were they on the clock or were they just having a good time when they went out to the performance in Amsterdam where they were touching the nude performers? Um, I mean, if someone pressures you to do something, you have the right to say no. And if you're fired because you say no, then that's something. But if someone's egging you on to do something, you have the choice of either doing it or not doing it.
That is true. During that excruciatingly long re-audition process, was I under the impression that if I left the stage, I would be fired? Yes.
Well, they're they're refining things. They're refining things, and they are seeing who has the stamina and who is going to be able to make the cut.
You've got big dreams. You want fame. Well, fame costs. And right here is where you start paying in sweat. I want to see sweat. And the better you are, the more sweat I'm going to demand. So if you never had to fight for anything in your life, put your gloves on and get ready for round one. And Mama and Daddy's little darlings had better come out swinging.
So tell me, what do you think? Leave your comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is Wonders of a Black Woman. Love yourself. Be proud of yourself. Love the skin you're in. Peace.